And I want to start off with some exciting news that we actually got during one of our Tech Field Day events, because Platform9 has a new solution aimed at private clouds. Their private cloud director helps you build solutions that run on any infrastructure using distributed software defined networking and container orchestration, cluster resource management, all the things you would expect to see in a private cloud director. And we got to see the details of this during Cloud Field Day 21, as well as some demos of the platform. And of course, as our resident cloud guru, Stephen, you had a front row seat for everything in this big announcement. What impressed you the most from Platform 9?
Well, the thing that impressed me the most was just the overall product. This product looks pretty production ready. It looks pretty enterprise ready. I mean, yes, it's a new product, but Platform9 is not a new company. If you haven't heard from them before, they have been involved in the private cloud ecosystem literally for a decade. They have a lot of sharp people. They really know this stuff. But this new product, Private Cloud Director, is specifically targeted. Well, you can probably tell what it's targeted at by the list of features. This is essentially a way for organizations to manage their resources between public cloud and private cloud, with virtual machines, with containers, et cetera. Yes, it is absolutely aimed at VMware customers. Like so many products out there are aimed at VMware customers. And the interesting thing for us was at Cloud Field Day, we had VMware presenting Cloud Foundation. We also had Platform9 talking about their private cloud director. It was interesting because it seemed like, honestly, a positive interaction, or a positive reaction to the market. Essentially, VMware under Broadcom is really focusing on their top customers and the needs of their top customers with Cloud Foundation. And frankly, I think that it's a good product. And I think that some of the customers are going to really love it, and some of the customers are really going to hate it. And the customers that hate the direction that VMware is going have some choices. I think that the VMware Private Cloud Director should be one of those choices. It has all the things you're looking for. It does a lot of the same things, in terms of resource scheduling and balancing and all this that you want. But it does it in a way that works in a non-VMware environment. Give it a look. Maybe you'll like it. One of the coolest things, though, I do want to kind of zoom in here. It came out near the end of the presentation. They were talking about managing Kubernetes. And one of the coolest things that Private Cloud Director does is it is able to directly manage Kubernetes, and it doesn't require all of the container resources that are used typically for the control plane. Essentially, Platform9 is the control plane that's managing Kubernetes. And what that means is that you can get just a little bit more out of your infrastructure. Because like me, if you've tried to deploy Kubernetes, you found that there's a lot of overhead in that solution. Well, Platform9 is addressing that by directly managing it without needing to have a bunch of resources separately as part of the control plane. And of course, it can do the same thing in networking and in storage. It can use external resources. It's a real sharp product, and I was very impressed by it. So anyway, check out the really in-depth Cloud Field Day presentation that we're going to link to in the show notes here, or just use your favorite search engine for Platform9 at Cloud Field Day 21, and you'll learn quite a lot more about it. Interesting alternative to VMware Cloud Foundation.